This is Edge of the Web Radio, powered by your web design and search engine marketing experts, Site Strategics. Online at sitestrategics.com. Here's Aaron Sparks.
He was an angry little nerd with a perm.
In addition to exercising more and eating junk food less as your New Year's resolutions, here are 5 more resolutions that you should actually put on your list if you're going to make the most out of your data this year. We're talking about 5 New Year's resolutions to make the most out of your consumer data. All right, this is from Marketing Land by a gentleman named David Booth, and he's a very interesting fellow. He has a deep understanding of the analytics and how to analyze consumer data. And we're going to go through a couple key concepts. Not really going to be doing this article that great of justice because there's a lot of concepts that he brought to bear here, but he has boiled down 5 points that you should be paying attention to when it comes down to your data. Collecting custom data. That's what's more first and foremost on deck. When it comes to collecting data, way too many people get caught up in using the default metrics and dimensions that come with standard with many applications. Allowing this to occur can severely limit how you're able to use your data. What I'm talking about is you got a customer relationship management program like Salesforce, like HighRise, any of these things that you're pulling content in.
Okay.
If you don't start cultivating and customizing some of the fields of data, you're not making the best out of it. And then some standard fields are like first name, last name, phone number, fax, address. That's fine, of course. But you can also customize the tools to by adding additional specifics. So for us at Site Strategics, we'll actually look at the referrer, where they came in from our website, what particular page. And on top of that, the path they used to get there. That tells me so much about what their interests are really in our organization. If they come through and try to contact us, but they've never been in the search engine optimization area, and they went through the social media path, I can know a little bit more about what their interests are as I'm talking to them. If you're in the B2B space, maybe you should want some additional fields to track some extra items in a company record, like revenue, employee count, estimated budgets, and specific industries. Those are ways to collect that data and ultimately segment that data for better communication. If you're a retailer, you want to track things like past purchases, lifetime value, but you might want to create some demographic fields to classify the customer further, like track the date they signed up for your loyalty program. So you can even give them a nice thank you after a year anniversary, or even third-party data you can pull into the mix there. On the web analytics side of things, it's more important than ever to define and collect the data that you need. Standard web analytics tools can figure things out like where they came from and if how many page views that they had. But when it comes down to slicing and dicing that data, you really need to have a focus on your insights and what you're wanting to truly understand. Segmenting your users is very important. You need to understanding how different groups or prospects and customers interact with your various touch points. Now, what's a touch point? It's an email. It's a newsletter sign up. It's a particular landing page, a particular campaign they came in on, search engine marketing. All of those points are you touching that particular prospect, whether they come in on a mobile app or your mobile device as opposed to a desktop or a laptop. That is unique information to understand that consumer behavior. You should look at different geographies, segment sessions, and different types of interactions, like maybe they watched a video. Right.
Okay.
You need to create segments in a kind of a perspective of silver, gold, and platinum, and then as different data comes in, you can start orienting your customers' information in that breakdown. You should also personalize the experience. Once you start creating these different segments, you can not only understand them better, but you can actually customize the experience with your brand. So if they watched a video about how to do something, you could even connect with them about some additional information on how to do something with a different product. Varying methods and levels of accomplishing this are out there, but you can create some simple rules-based communication based on that data. Visualize your data. You should really get everything on a board and actually define what your KPI is. Now, that KPI is a key performance index, okay? Those are these clear factors that you want to see your customers interact with. These are payoff points. These are places where you want them to perform. So a newsletter sign up may be a key performance indicator. Or, on top of that, just purchasing widget A could be a factor of what a goal that you want to have. So you need to have these clearly laid out and in a clear dashboard and available on demand for your entire staff. All right. Well, there's a lot more data into this article, but take those steps. Please. The fifth is attribution, but I want you to read it online because we're running out of time. It is a great article to understand how to segment your customer data. This is 2015, the year of big data, and we want you to be a part of it and understanding your audience to the best degree possible. This is Edge of the Web Radio. Thank you for listening. Check us online at edgeofthewebradio.com. Download our podcast and much more. Check out the videos, and we'll be talking to you next week about a further in-depth focus on some of our services at Site Strategics. This is Edge of the Web Radio. Do not be a piece of cyber group.